For months. That's how long Michael had been gone. Buried under the weight of a sudden heart attack that ripped him from our quiet life in suburban Chicago. Every dawn broke like a fresh wound. The house echoing with his absence, his favorite mug still in the cabinet, his running shoes by the door. But his old Ford pickup sat in the garage like a silent sentinel, gathering dust. I'd avoided it like a plague. Memories of our road trips flashing too vividly. His hand on mine over the gear shift. This morning, though, the air felt heavier, suffocating. I couldn't ignore it anymore. Time to clear it out. Sell it. Move on, or so I told myself. Keys in hand, I slid into the driver's seat, the leather creaking under me like a sigh. His scent lingered, faint aftershave mixed with engine oil. I started in the back, tossing out crumpled fast food wrappers, a forgotten gym bag, then the glove box. Amid the registration papers and a tangled charger, something small and black caught my eye, a unlabeled USB stick, shoved deep like it was meant to stay hidden. Michael wasn't the secretive type. Or at least that's what I'd believed through our 12 years of marriage. We had our daughter, Lily. Our steady routines, he as a high school teacher. Me juggling freelance graphic design from home. What could this be? Old lesson plans? I almost laughed it off. But a chill crept up my spine. Back inside. Laptop humming on the kitchen table. I plugged it in. A single folder popped up, for Emily. My name. Heart thudding. I clicked. Files flooded the screen, scans of bank statements, photos, even voice memos. The first doc was a letter. His handwriting digitized, Emily. If you're reading this, I'm sorry. There's someone else, Rachel and her son, Tommy. I froze. Breath shallow. Rachel? Tommy? I opened a photo. Michael at a park. Arm around a brunette with warm eyes. A boy of about 9 clinging to his leg. All smiles. Another, the kid on Michael's back. Piggyback ride at what looked like a county fair. The boy's features, dark curls. That same stubborn jaw. It hit like a gut punch. He looked just like Michael. Numbness spread through me. A cold fog. Not grief this time, betrayal. Raw and festering. Who is this woman? This child? Had our life been a lie? I clicked a voice memo. Michael's voice filling the room. Rachel. I transferred the money. Tell Tommy I miss our park days. Emily can't know, it would destroy her. Destroy me? It already had. Monthly transfers for 5 years. To an account in her name. An address in a run-down part of the city. My mind raced. Affair? Secret family? The man who'd coached Lily's soccer team. Who'd whispered forever on our anniversary. Gone. And now this ghost haunting me from beyond. That night, sleep evaded me. I paced the hallway. USB clutched like a weapon. Lily, our 11-year-old, slept unaware in her room. Posters of pop stars on the walls. How could I shatter her world too? But the questions burned. Why hide it? What else had he concealed? By dawn, numbness twisted into something sharper, rage, simmering low. He wasn't here to explain, to beg forgiveness. But she was. Rachel. I needed to see her, confront her, make her pay for stealing pieces of him. Not with fists, no. Something colder. Calculated. I'd expose her. Drag her secrets into the light. Watch her life crumble like mine had. I didn't tell Lily where I was going. Errands, I muttered. Dropping her at school. The drive to the address took 30 minutes. Through graffiti-tagged streets far from our tidy neighborhood. Her building was a faded brick walk-up. Laundry flapping on lines. I parked across the street. Heart pounding like a drum. Minutes later, the doors swung open. Rachel, grocery bags in hand. The boy, Tommy, trailing behind. backpack slung over one shoulder. She knelt to adjust his collar, her laugh light as he chattered about school. Normal. Happy. Ball rose in my throat. She didn't look like a homewrecker, tired eyes. Practical genes, but that made it worse. Real. I wanted to storm over. Scream accusations. But I sat frozen, watching them walk away. Tommy skipped, pulling a keychain from his pocket leather. Hand-stitched. Identical to one Michael had made for Lily years ago. Proof. Care. Intimacy. Driving home. Tears blurred the road. Not sorrow, fury. He'd given them time. Money. Love he'd withheld from us in subtle ways. Late nights, grading papers, weekends, helping a colleague. Lies. I wouldn't let it slide. That afternoon, I dug deeper into the USB, more photos. Emails. Rachel worked as a nurse at the hospital where Michael volunteered occasionally. That's how they met. Per his notes. An innocent friendship that bloomed into more bullshit. I started planning. Anonymous tips to her workplace about embezzlement? No. Tie it to the transfers, questionable funds from a married man. Or social media blasts. Photos leaked. But first, confirmation. I needed her to admit it. Face to face. 2 days later, Lily found the USB. I'd left it out. Careless in my obsession. Mom? What's this? She called from the living room. Screen glowing with that damning photo. Michael's arm around Tommy. Both grinning. Her voice cracked. Is that Dad with some kid? I rushed in. But the damage was done. Who is he? Does Dad have another family? Tears streamed down her face. I pulled her close. But she shoved back. You knew? And didn't tell me. Her world shattered in seconds. The hero father now a liar. I have a brother? And you hid it? I whispered explanations. But she bolted upstairs, slamming her door. Sobs echoed through the house. My fault? No, his. Hers. That night, as she cried herself to sleep, my rage ignited fully. They'd pay for this pain. I returned to Rachel's alone. No knocking this time. Parked nearby. I watched her routine, drop Tommy at school. Head to her shift. Perfect. I followed her to the hospital. Noted her badge, Rachel Thompson. RN. Back home. I crafted an email from a burner account. I know about Michael and the money. Meet me at Lincoln Park tomorrow. Noon. Or your boss gets the details. Anonymous. But laced with threat. She showed up, scanning the benches nervously. I approached. Voice steady, Rachel. Her eyes widened. Emily? How did you? I cut her off, shoving a printed photo in her face. Explain. She sat, hands trembling. It started innocently. Tommy was sick. No insurance. Michael helped at the ER. Covered bills. Then, it grew. We fell in love. Love? My fists clenched. He said you wouldn't understand. That it'd hurt you and Lily. I laughed bitterly. Hurt? He destroyed us. She pleaded. It wasn't planned. Tommy adores him, thinks of him as a dad. That word, dad, snapped something. He was our dad. You stole him. She denied biology. But the resemblance screamed otherwise. Please, don't tell Tommy. He's just a kid. I leaned in, whispering, too late. You'll lose everything. The revenge unfolded methodically. First, I contacted her hospital's HR anonymously, attaching transfer scans, potential ethics violation, nurse receiving undeclared funds from married patient volunteer. Investigation launched. Whispers spread, her shifts cut. Colleagues side-eyeing. Then, social services tip, concerned about child's welfare, mother involved in affair. Unstable finances. They visited. Probing. Rachel called me, begging, "Stop this. You're ruining us." Good. But the cost hit home. Lily withdrew. Grades slipping. Therapy sessions filled with "why did Dad lie?" questions. My nights? Sleepless. Guilt gnawing. Was I becoming the monster? Weeks later. Confrontation peaked. Rachel showed at my door. Tommy in tow. Eyes red. Please. Talk to him. He deserves to know his brother? Sister? Lily overheard. Storming down. He's not my brother. Dad betrayed us. Chaos erupted, shouts. Tears. Tommy cowered. Confused. Rachel snapped. Michael loved us both. You're punishing innocence. I slammed the door. But doubt crept in. Revenge tasted bitter. Lily's words echoed, Mom. This hate. It's changing you. I halted the leaks. But damage lingered. Rachel lost her job. Moved away quietly. Tommy's innocent face haunted me. Months on. Scars remained. Lily and I rebuilt slowly. Therapy bridging gaps. I visited Michael's grave, whispering accusations. But forgiveness eluded. The USB? Destroyed. Yet the silence he'd left birthed my storm, a vengeful unraveling that cost pieces of my soul. Betrayal's price? Not just theirs, but mine. And in the quiet Chicago nights, I wondered if the real revenge was living with the ruins.